Hey boys and girls, how's everybody doing today? Hey, there was a little bit of a problem when I got to church this morning. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? No. It was something I noticed when I walked into the bathroom. I think one of you probably knows about it. Well, there was some toilet paper that somebody had draped all over the toilet stalls. And I don't think one of the grown-ups would have done that. So, which one of you did that mischief? Nobody knows anything of what I'm talking about? Okay, that's good. Pastor Goldberg just asked me if I would come up and act like a principal in front of you today. So that's what I'm doing, okay? There was no toilet paper in the bathroom. But I think he's going to tie this into his children's message somehow.
All right. Well, some people think that's what Judgment Day is going to be like. Having a principal, she's interrogated hundreds of children in the past 4 years, and so it wasn't really that hard to do. The look of disbelief and innocence, frankly, right? You guys didn't do anything wrong. But how many of you have ever had to do that? You don't need to raise your hand. Where you did do something wrong, and then you go in front of the principal. And, well, what do you say? You don't know? Well, when I was a little kid, sometimes I would blame my other brothers. Do you think that was good? No. Sometimes I would just lie about it. In fact, there's one famous example you can ask me about after church involving the washing machine in my house that was somehow broken. A decade later, I confessed to it because it bothered me. I know that my parents forgave me. Yeah, don't laugh, Ed. 10 years later, that's right, Max. Yeah, should you lie if you're called before the principal? No. Yeah. If you say, it was me, I'm sorry, what's the worst thing that will happen at your school? Maybe you'll be expelled if it's like the 10th time you've done it. But in general, nothing that bad. Far better in every circumstance to own up if you've done something wrong and then hear, especially from your God, that he loves you and forgives you. Now, your principal might not tell you that, but that's why you come to church, to hear about how much your God does love you and forgive you. And then fast forward to Judgment Day, when you stand before the judge, he's not going to talk about the toilet paper in the bathroom, because that judge will be Jesus, not me, not Mrs. Goldberg. And Jesus will say on the last day, well done, good and faithful servant, because all Jesus sees are the good things that you do because he forgave the bad ones. That's how awesome Jesus is, and you don't need to worry about that last day. You can look forward to it. Should we fold our hands and pray? Jesus, we cannot wait until we get to meet you one day, for that is the day that we'll be in heaven forever. Thank you for taking away all our sins, and help us to never be afraid to come to you and ask for forgiveness.